Today we're going to be touring a beautiful home in a great community, in a great area with incentives, and I know the home looks good. So let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, a warm welcome to you. I'm Wendy Quinones, your host and dedicated real estate advisor, bringing you the best deals here in Florida. And if this is something of interest to you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Today, as I said, we are going to be touring this beautiful concrete block construction home here in Mount Dora, Florida, featuring 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1966 square feet with an additional flex space, an open concept floor plan, large kitchen island, 4.99% interest rate, and your closing costs covered. What more can you ask for? And on top of that, the community is in a great location here in Mount Dora, Florida, with amazing amenities and so much more to offer, including a 2-car garage with a paver driveway, a nice little front porch area, and a back lanai. I'm telling you, everything that you are looking for, and to top it off, the home looks good. So let's go ahead and start the tour. Stepping into the home, first thing we're gonna notice is the beautiful ceramic tile that we have. And yes, guys, we have it all throughout the home, minus the bedrooms. We're gonna have 9'4" ceilings, 8-foot door, and then to our left, we're gonna have what I mentioned as the flex space. So if you're somebody who works from home, or maybe you want your own creativity area, a second living room, maybe you wanna start a little business, this is right at the entrance, so nobody has to go into your home. You can even turn it into like a little library, a second living room, and so much more. Continuing on through the hallway, to the left, right next to that flex space, we are going to have the laundry room. And you guys, this is a spacious laundry room. You're gonna have the pre-plumbing here for if you wanna put a sink. You're gonna have this area here if you wanna put like a folding station. And then your washer and dryer would go over on this side with that standard rack for you to go ahead and organize everything as needed. A very spacious laundry room. Now going back into the foyer area, to the right, we are actually going to have the entrance to that 2-car garage. Now it is somewhat your standard 2-car garage. You are gonna have the garage door opener included. And also one of the things that I haven't mentioned in some of my videos is the irrigation system is gonna come included, which you do have the connections for that into the garage. Now stepping in from the garage, you are gonna have this little like mud room / receiving room area where you can go ahead and hang your book bags, your shoes, your coats, and all of that good stuff. Now finally, we reached the end of the foyer area, and right before you get into that social area, we do have this hallway, which is gonna have our first bathroom. In this case, you are gonna have gray countertops with the white cabinets included, an undermount circular sink, and still a pretty decent sized vanity. You do get a linen closet behind the door here, and you also are going to have the shower tub combination with the tiles about 3/4 of the way to the top. And then stepping out of the bathroom directly in front, you do have this closet space that can consider maybe a coat closet, or maybe if you just need extra storage, you have that. And then through this door is where you're gonna have that train AC handler, so you can go ahead and get your maintenance. And then you do have 2 of the 3 bedrooms at the end of this hallway. So we're gonna go ahead and step into one of the bedrooms. I'm gonna see if I can get the dimensions for you guys, because I know that you guys want to know more or less the size. But in this bedroom, you could fit a queen and maybe even a king size bed. A king might be a little too tight, but these rooms are both facing the side of the home. Now, as I said, carpet in the bedrooms, but that same ceramic tiles throughout the rest of the home. And you guys, finally stepping into my favorite area, when you get out of this hallway, you are led directly into that kitchen space. Now, two of my favorite things about this builder is one, they are a family-owned company. They all have large island areas in their kitchen. All of their kitchens give you kind of like a gourmet kitchen style setup. You're gonna have the 42-inch cabinets. In this case, they are white. And then you're gonna have your pantry space here. Now, it kind of looks, it's just a door, but you actually get a pretty good amount of space in here. Let me turn on the light. You do get your shelves right here, and you also have shelves over to this side. So it's kind of like a walk-in pantry. Now, right here is where your refrigerator would go. Refrigerator does not come included, you guys, but that's okay because we like to find our deals, and we can always try to negotiate that in there. But you are going to have your dishwasher, your microwave, and in this community, one thing that I did not mention is it is a gas community. So you are gonna have your gas stove included, and then you're also gonna have a lot of countertop space, especially that place to do your coffee station, put your appliances and everything that you need for your day-to-day meal preps. Now, directly in front, underneath this light is where the dining area would go. I'm gonna see if I can do a model photo so you guys have an idea of how the floor plan is laid out. And then directly in front, you are directed into that living space or that great room area. The connections for the TV are over on this side, but you can go ahead and fit a sectional and chairs, and you definitely have enough space in this living room. And the way that it flows is a fully open concept floor plan, so you can definitely do a lot of different things in this home. Now, finally, through this little hallway, we are directed into that primary bedroom. Again, guys, the carpet is included in the bedrooms. You're gonna have your walk-in closet, number one. Right when you walk in through the bedroom, you do get your standard shelves all throughout, and I like that they include the doubles because then you can put your shirts and your jeans on the bottom, not kind of just try to organize them all completely. And then finally, that large space for you to go ahead and put your king size bed, your TV, everything that you need to relax after a long day's work. You're gonna have the two large windows. Honestly, right here is a great space to put the king size bed. It is enough space. And maybe put a TV or something over on this side. And when you heard me say closet number one, I did mean closet number one because you get two walk-in closets in this bedroom, his and hers. You're gonna have somewhat the same amount of shelves, so you can go have your own space to organize all of your clothing, all of your workout clothes, whatever it is that you have in your closet space. And then finally, walking into that primary bathroom, first thing we're gonna have is your bathtub. So you can come here after a long day's work, put on that Epsom salt, put on some soft music, and go ahead and relax. And then we're gonna have actually two vanities in this bathroom. So we have one over to this side. So you're gonna have two vanities. So right here, we're gonna have our first one. It's gonna be directly next to the frameless shower. So it's gonna be a standing shower. You do get a little bench right here, and the tiles going about 3/4 of the way. And then that second sink is going to be on the other side. So each individual is gonna have their own privacy, their own space, their own area. You don't have to fight over the toothpaste being spilled in one sink. If you're a person who doesn't like that, they're gonna be able to do that on their own sink. And then you are going to have that private toilet. A very comfortable and beautiful bathroom so that you can de-stress after a long day's work. Now you guys know what's coming next. Let's go ahead and take a look at our backyard. Now, if you thought that we were not gonna have that porch area, we are going to have that, and it's already pavered for you. So that's not something that you're gonna have to go ahead and do afterwards. You're gonna have your electricity, you are gonna have the pre-wire connection if you wanna put a little fan, and you're gonna have plenty of space to go ahead and spend some time with your family. And on top of that, it is on a 0.14 acre lot, and you are able to put a fence in this community, so you can go ahead and fence it, and you still get plenty of space. So I can honestly walk this way, you guys. This is off topic, but this grass feels really soft. And you can also walk over to this side where you can go ahead and do anything that you want. You can put a pool, you can put a trampoline, you can put a slip and slide, a water slide, and so much more. Now, enough about the home. Let's go ahead and get into the finances. Finally, to the end of this home that I know looks good. You guys, this home was a 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom home, 2-car garage, 1,966 square feet, and all for the price of $425,000 in this beautiful community in a convenient location here in Mount Dora, close to 429, only about 30-40 minutes from Orlando International Airport and the Disney parks, and so much more that Florida has to offer. You're within close mileage from both Tavares and Apopka, Florida. So if you want to go ahead and enjoy the springs, but you also want to go ahead and go boating, go fishing, go ride your jet ski, or whatever the case is, you are within about 15 to 20 minutes from both of those locations, and you can enjoy everything that Orlando and downtown Mount Dora has to offer you. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how we can lock in the price and the incentives for this builder. Now, the price is $425,000, but we have to take advantage of the other things that the builders are offering, such as the special interest rate of a 4.99% rate when you buy this home as an FHA loan or a VA loan. Now, what that means for you is that you're gonna have 4.99% interest rate for the full 30 years locked in. You're gonna save yourself about $200-300, maybe even more a month compared to what we're seeing in today's market, and it also allows you to get more in purchase price. So we have to make sure we take advantage of these opportunities before they are taken out. Now, if you want to know how you can take advantage, make sure to schedule that one-on-one consultation with me so we can go into full detail about what you're looking for, what you need, and what we can offer you. Now, when you're ready to win in real estate, remember to win with Wendy.